down quite a bit here in the draft. As,
Doesn't EG just go AA here?
yeah.
I'm surprised they wasn't banned out.
I think A is really strong, actually.
It gives you the offensive dual lanes even if you want, but they're going to go DP, so...
Okay. That's RTZ's hero for sure.
The silence is also really amazing here. I mean, this is not just DP for the push. This is DP for the control in a team fight. If you silence Necro, he's not going to go BKB early anyway. Jakiro, same thing with him. He has a Yules maybe, but still, it's a good value silence. Brewmaster, obviously a good target. So, it's an interesting pick.
And at the end of the day, 5 very strong laning heroes for EG. That's kind of the bread and butter. They always win their lane, and these are the heroes to do it with.
Yeah, we'll see what C9 want to secure as their last hero here. Should be one more support if they want to run the offlane Jakiro, but I think it's a support Jakiro in this game for sure. So look for Bone 7's hero.
I mean, they still have things like Bat available, which I feel is still really strong against this, because they don't really have a hero who abuses the jungle that much. I guess Necro, maybe?
Or it's effective against the Song, though. You blinking, Song comes out.
I mean,
I think you need another way to force fights. Like, right now, I think if Cloud9 let the game go on for a while, Evil Genius's draft scales so much better with gold than what theirs does.
Yeah, it really does. But C9 looking for a peak. They have good team fight, they have good push with Jakiro as well, and all the heals. So
they could go LC again.
They could.
And they could go Centaur as well.
I think Centaur would be a very good hero here. Just buddy up with Brewmaster, try and get the double blink going, and then take the fights against DP. If you have Centaur, Brewmaster, and a Necrophos in the same team, you could potentially burst down anyone if you get the jump.
Yeah.
But we'll see. As you say, Song is a very, very good spell for disjointing any initiation.
Okay, it's going to be Timber.
Okay. It's very strong against Lark, at least.
Yeah, the heavy burst damage in the early game is very difficult for a lot of heroes to deal with, so...
It might be Elder Titan running into the Timbersaw if Cloud9 wants to do a little bit of sneaky laning. In that scenario, you have Naga ET against the Timber. That's his field day.
Yeah, if they manage to get that lane, that's really strong for them. But let's see how the teams are going to run out and scout as well. Because the first little bit of intel is going to be very key in this game. As, you know, if C9 don't get the lanes correctly with this type of draft, the entire early game strat that they are relying on here could crumble. Whereas, of course, EG, as per usual, they have a very rounded strat, decent lanes, decent late game, decent early game. Nothing really outstanding on any regard, but everything being pretty well rounded.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the very last game of ASUS ROG DreamLeague Season 2. So make some noise. This is EG versus Cloud9. Map number 3. EG 1 away from taking away gold. Cloud9, they gotta win 3 more starting with this game.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, we're gonna see a little bit of steal there. So good luck, have fun is called by PPD, and seems that it's gonna be pretty standard from EG anyway. But they're running. Oh, okay, might change it up here. C9 rushing out to get some information here on bottom lane.
Oh, it's gonna be the first ward being dropped by ET, so they will have the information. And I think you want to dodge the Timbersaw lane, right?
If by dodge you mean not putting the Elder Titan against it, then
yes.
I think, yeah, that's probably a good choice.
Yeah, for sure. Slark is gonna do pretty well against Timbersaw on lane, though. I mean, obviously, you lose a lot of HP, but Timbersaw relies on the enemy attacking you for you to get HP regen, and then Slark steals your stats. It's a sad scenario.
Well, I guess Timber is also good against the Slark, so he's decent against any lanes. Yeah. Well, the lane looks like it's going to be a mid Brew versus mid DP. No surprises there. Going to be offensive duel lane coming out here from C9 with Necrophos as well as Pylai's Wisp.
Interesting.
I think it's actually good because between these two heroes, like, it's double range, right? And you're against Naga, Siren, ET. The damage potential coming out from these two heroes is really strong, but I think for the first few levels, it's going to be really hard for EG to contest. Once they get like level 3 maybe, they could start pressuring hard, maybe try to push Envy out of lane, but other than that, Necrophos is amazing in these long drawn out laning phases where you don't really go for many kills.
This see if it'll work out here. Envy already laying on the harass with the haster.
Yeah, the haste is very nice from here, but I still think that EG's lanes worked out the way they wanted. I think they paired up the hero that they wanted to meet up, right?
More or less, yeah. I mean, it's Timbersaw against a Slark, so normally against melee, it's not so great. But like you said, for a Slark, it's not terrible. You're not really going to die or anything like that. And then you have a really nice range support like PPD and Witch Doctor, really high base damage.
Yeah, I think Slark is going to farm tons here on top lane. Of course, Timbersaw should get a bit as well, but Witch Doctor is slightly stronger laning harasser than Jakiro, even with the Liquid Fire. Because when you have level 2 on Witch Doctor, the heal is just so powerful.
At the same time, though, I think C9 has a better killing potential on the top lane. If they catch the Witch Doctor maybe next to trees, you timber in and, you know, easy kills.
I believe so.
It's okay. So, if we're looking at this in terms of a mid to late game, what is Cloud9's answer to Slark? Like, that's the biggest concern that I have. Sure, their early mid game is strong, and they might be able to win a handful of their lanes, but I think if Fear gets too many items, it's just going to become kind of like the AM factor where you just can't die.
I believe it's a mix between relying on Jakiro and Timbersaw for their control against this Shadow Dance, and then also the Wisp Relocate if needed, which is not too terrible, to be honest. But as you said, if Slark gets a lot of farm, he's a devastating hero.
Yeah, I don't think they have a direct answer per se, other than the fact that, you know, we're going to just try to outlast you, outburst you in that sense. So I think if Slark gets to Scotty, and maybe even an item after that, C9 will have almost no way to just kill him, unless they have a Hex. Which is possible. But this dual lane that we saw so effective for EG last time is essentially doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of expected, though. It's not that Universe is getting shut down that hard. He's only a few CS behind Envy right now. It's more just the fact that in the early stages, unless you have enough damage to fully commit to a kill, you're never going to be able to out-trade with Cloud9's dual lane bottom. So you have to wait for your opportunity to just all in and get a kill on a hero instead of trying to trade.
Yeah, and you really need to focus on the Wisp. Like, you cannot.
Ooh, they're going to ensnare him up. Envy out of tower range. But,
yeah, there's no way.
They're just right-clicking, tanking the full tower, or full wave, excuse me.
Yeah, you can't go on Necro. There's no way. On this lane, the amount of heal he gets when the tether is up is just insane. So if anything, you want to try and kill off Pile I Die, but he's gonna try and position himself as far back as possible. They might just chase down here.
Oh, the balls are all hitting here, and they have prowess at the aura. Oh, wow. Pile I Die grabs the first blood. I mean, that's exactly what the doctor ordered, right? Strong lanes, something that could be aggressive. And that's exactly what C9 delivered.
Yeah, this is working out much better than even in the first game for C9 in terms of laning. Mid lane, though, RTZ is playing really well against Brewmaster.
Yeah, he's ahead for the time being. And the nice thing about this matchup for him is that the only threat, basically, is the person that he's laning against. Like, there's not going to be any ganks, I think, coming from either lane, at least coming from the side of Cloud9. And if they do happen to occur, it's not really that hard to dodge him. I mean, it is Brewmaster, after all, and you're ganking for a Death Prophet.
Piladai gonna give away the rune to Fada. What a nice guy, even though he has an empty bottle himself.
I actually think that Pile I Die, well, I guess he could just suicide to neutrals, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Hey, neutrals.
I mean, that's value, right? Because he bought a TP before he died. He lost basically 10 gold. He gets to go back to the lane with a full bottle and just help out Envy, who is still doing very, very well.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
What's your thought on Envy actually leveling up Sadist? Normally you do skip Sadist and just keep going on Hearthstopper.
I think they're winning their lanes so hard that the next point into it isn't really necessary. Fata, though, getting initiated on here in middle lane. Tether from Pile I Die. They're going to turn it around on PPD. The crits!
Pile I Die doing work as well, just coming in and helping.
I believe this is the first time in 3 games that Cloud9 has actually led in gold.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. Like, they've been playing from behind the whole time.
Not in this game, though. Getting a good start. And Timbersaw is doing a good job farming as well on top lane, getting plenty of gold as the Witch Doctor has been roaming around a little bit now.
Oh, this is definitely a much different complexion that we've seen in the last 2 games. Universe has almost no farm here. They're going to go on Zai here, bottom lane. Universe looking to maybe set up a stomp here. Zai still getting auto attack down quite heavily. Envy does not want to stop. There are no boots on this Naga Siren. He's going to go down.
Their movement speed is just absolutely insane with the tether. That's brown boots, but they're moving at like, what, 380, 360-ish? 400. Look at... Yeah.
Yeah, the chase down, and that's a Naga without boots as well, so very easy to pick her off. Just chasing down. And top lane, we see Bone 7 being very aggressive now.
Not really going to get punished. Ensnare is going to be available, but there is Ice Path. He's going to go to the left side. Ice Path not coming out just yet. The cast not really getting the lucky bounces, and C9 goes unpunished.
Yeah, they get out, and they're going to be happy. They also force TP rotations to top, so that's very good. Getting everything right here in the beginning. EG going to be the ones to struggle to recover from the early laning phase.
Well, we've seen how strong EG can be when they're ahead. Let's see how good they recover.
Yeah, because they're behind not only in like kills right now, but also CS is being hurt. Slark is not farming that much. This is a very nice advantage to have 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and being behind against the Necrolite is just the worst thing. If you get slammed by the Reaper Scythe, you get even much, much further behind.
Yeah, I'm actually really worried for EG right now. Like, we talked about how they might not have a lot to deal with Slark on the side of Cloud9, but it's like, if your laning phase goes this well...
Yeah, look at Fear on the top lane. He's losing so much health. Ooh, the chain's gonna miss just barely. One more chain will do it though. Fear is gonna get brought down. That's a solo kill.
Big solo kill there by Bone 7 chasing down. And that's so much experience in gold, hurting even more against the poor 20 CS Slark.
All right, so the bailout plan basically is 5-man with Exorcism, right? Like, that's basically your go-to. Sure, you might be able to get Zai some farm eventually, but this isn't like game number 2 where he had managed to get a ton of kills with Universe. This is more like Universe and Zai got shut down so hard. He has 13 CS comparative to Envy's 39, and plus Envy has 1 kill, which was First Blood, and an assist on top of that, plus a tower.
Yeah, they're gonna try on top here with the ulti from Arteezy. Easy, fast kill, and maybe they can transition into some push here.
I don't think so. They have Chakram to at least kill the wave, so that was a very high committal kill. They got the kill, which is nice, but Exorcism will be down for a long while. Maybe they'll damage the tower a little bit, but they're definitely not getting it.
Yeah.
Well, this is definitely scary. I mean, EG can probably delay the game a decent amount with some spam from Elder Titan and Crypt Swarm from Arteezy, but right now, Cloud9, for the first time in this entire best of 5, in full control of the game.
Yeah, and they're looking at farming all the waves, all the jungle camps.
He's even giving it to Wisp. Does he have some key item?
No, he kind of just spent all his money, so I don't know. He doesn't really have anything big. He just bottle and tranquils.
Okay, just giving away. EE is generous.
EE has mercy. Gotta careful there. Mylai dies actually out of mana, but it was a trap. Is it gonna be the slam? Reaper side will come through. Not gonna get the Reaper side kill, but still very, very good. Mylai die giving him the balls. PPD's on the run. He does not have cask, but looks like he'll make it out.
Honestly, I think the fact that they also have a Jakiro means that, like, normally this lineup would be pretty scary, but you might be able to turtle against it. But with Liquid Fire, it's so much harder.
Yeah.
Also, anytime Aoi goes to a lane, you just lose a tower.
Even though this is not the best Roshan lineup, Liquid Fire solves that issue as well.
Yeah. This is a very strong and well thought out draft from C9 because it has strong laning, it has good team fight, and it has push. Like, you have all these key components. You did sacrifice your late game a little bit for it, but that's still fine, I believe, because C9, if they can get enough of an advantage here, as you said, Roshan and high ground push is possible.
I wonder what Envy just bought. Spent quite a bit of gold. Looks like it's going to be a Yule Scepter. He's been a big fan of the Rod of Atos, so I don't think it's going to be too effective against the Slark, right? And you want some way to at least survive, disable the Death Ward. Just an overall really broken item, in my opinion. Probably the best item in this patch, Yule Scepter.
Yeah, I would probably agree. I mean, after Ironwood Branch.
Oh, I mean, Ironwood Branch is always good. Magic Stick is always good. I mean like the big, big core items.
Out of component items that you can get on a support or a core, anyone can really farm it. I would say it's a very, very strong item. Probably needs a little bit of a nerf, to be honest. Either way, I wouldn't be against him going for a Rod of Atos either, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the extra health is definitely very welcome.
Yeah, and it's so much int. It's 25 int, 350 HP. It's very effective. And Paladai has been doing a good job bailing people out, or even getting kills with them.
Well, the smoke gang's coming in here on the bottom, and they want Jakiro.
He's pretty fast, though.
I think he'll be dead.
He's baiting them, I think.
Yeah, his team's coming in, but he might die before his team's able to do much.
I don't think you want to fight into the Ghost. The Ghost is pretty scary. In fact, they were fighting in. The Clap's going to be there. Reaper Scythe gets a quick kill. The question is, how many more are they going to get? Fear is in a lot of trouble, but I think you want to switch aggro to PPD. In fact, Paladai jumps in. He wants to chase for a little bit more. PPD being somewhat ignored. They want higher priority target, but I think they'll eventually end up getting the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, they're trying to go back and settle for it. They do have the Clap, I believe, ready now if they want to jump in afterwards. Yeah, they will come to jump.
Oh, Bone 7 coming in from behind. They will get PPD still on the back end of the fight. That's a big win.
Oh, Necro.
Okay.
All right, I don't know what that was, but nonetheless, still, Cloud9 with a very large amount of momentum in this game.
It wasn't a pretty chase, but it got the job done, I guess.
Yeah, and that was against DP ulti as well, so you took a very convincing fight, and you killed her with your Necro ulti, so even though Envy died so late, they're respawning at the same time.
Yep. Now,
I think, honestly, like after drums, do you just go BKB if you're RTZ? I mean, it's actually amazing against Cloud9's lineup. Every single one of their heroes does magic damage.
It's definitely something he's considering in this game. Like, it would be good. But the Yule Scepter is so high value as well.
Yeah.
Tough to say.
I mean, instead of just like blocking and surviving the gank, you could just, in theory, run away from the gank, right? With high movement speed.
Yeah.
Also, I think that EG just got one of the biggest weapon, which is the Song from Naga. Sure, it's on a 3-minute cooldown right now, but essentially you could disengage and protect at least 1 kill every 3 minutes, especially on RTZ.
Song is much more impressive when you're ahead, though. I mean, when you're behind, maybe you can protect someone every now and then, but you're not going to be able to set up too easy kills with it.
That's true. I mean, but if they span a split, for example, or if they relocate on top of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just run away.
PPD in some trouble here. Clap coming out. Universe going to get the stomp.
Relocate.
Oh, it's going to come in right now, and who's going to get the slam? It's Universe. Oh, it hurts so much. Paladai, though, in a lot of trouble. The Yule Scepter is there protecting his ally. The fire is going to go through. Fair gets critted by Fata. The double damage hurting so much. That's 2 more kill going to C9 on the top lane. Looks like DP got a kill on Pi on the way back.
Yeah, he was waiting for it. RTZ, Sneaky Snake getting a kill. He's actually 3 for 1, so he's doing fairly well, but his team is struggling so hard against this pressure that C9 is putting on them.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for the Yule Scepter.
All right, so he's foregoing the BKB for now, but I would assume that after Yule's, that has to be the next choice.
Yeah, it's just too good.
Yeah, some games you think like casual plate mail is good, but honestly, if you get Reapered, you can't live. You need BKB.
Big fan of the abuse going on from Bone 7, dropping everything to use Soul Ring, getting so much more mana out of it.
Just the little things, hashtag.
Dude.
I mean, it's not even little, it's huge, actually.
Just the massive things.
The mana difference that you get.
I mean, the amount of times I've seen pros not do that is
disturbing.
Yeah. They know about it.
Well, right now, Cloud9 hold a pretty substantial lead over EG in this game. I still think, though, that it's going to be a little bit difficult for Cloud9 to go high ground. Even with a Jakiro, it's still tough because normally, like pushing into tier 2s, tier 1s, you have a lot of uptime on Liquid Fire. You're very freely able to just walk up to the tower and hit it. Whereas I think if you get out of position too much going high ground against EG, you could get punished very easily for that.
Yeah.
You could, but if you secure such a big advantage against EG, and EG really only have a death profit with a good game, there's nothing to fear. Like, you can pressure hand a little bit, farm the entire
but
map.
there is something to fear. What if Slark gets out of her hand?
All right, a little bit of miscommunication there. Definitely silenced either too early or the stun was too late, one or the other. And that would have been a really nice kill to be able to get.
I think if C9 makes a big dive and gets away a couple of kills, I mean, with DP, you get objectives. So I think the problem is that these fights is going to develop on the side of EG. So even if they win a big fight, the respawn timer right now, at least, is too low.
Yeah.
For any big pushes to come out of it.
And most likely you have to commit your DP ulti in the fight and then you don't have it for a push anyway. So EG definitely in the spot where you need to win a fight to even out a little bit and then sort of win one more fight to be able to push. Yeah.
So Fear is too far away from any impactful item, and we talked about how powerful he can be if he gets the items, but...
He's level 8 though, and does you know, he only has 2 levels in pounds. He's right now not scary to anyone.
And Envy now has a Blink Dagger too, so whenever they relocate, he can just go on whatever target he needs to immediately. He's going to have vision from the Wisp Spirits as well.
Yeah, the Wisp is doing so much for a Necro because you don't have to build so much survivability. All you really need is position items so you can get your death pulse on everyone, and also, you know, just be there for your ulti.
Yeah, and unlike the heroes that C9 has been picking Game 1 and Game 2, EG doesn't really have those powerful gankers, right? They don't have the Zeus, they don't have the line. These big bursts that allows you to go for a smoke gank and maybe create some space. So EG is really just kind of hoping the game drags out, maybe waiting for a C9 mistake. But their hero is just really not equipped for any kind of late game comeback.
No, they're in a pickle right now, EG, and Aoi is farming so much on bottom lane all the time here, and no one can really come and punish him because there's the Wisp relocate.
Yeah.
Even if no one is next to Aoi, there's still the threat of leaving your base that far.
So why isn't Cloud9 going for any, like maybe are they going to take down a couple tier 2s and then they're going to go for the Roche?
You know what?
I think because they have
Lark
Jakiro.
just smoke ganged the enemy jungle. Like, he seriously smoked in just to get some farm, be able to find something.
You got to do what you got to do, man. Except he's going to run into a ward very quickly, and that will reveal his plan.
Yeah.
I won't run into it for a little while, but again, I think that with Cloud9 having a Jakiro, it's a lot easier to just be able to sit in a lane and pressure a tower, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really that difficult for them, and they can't really even use Song to commit for kills. Like Zai, normally, maybe if you felt a little less pressure, you would just Song to try to kill Aoi, but...
Oh, this, you got to defensively Song.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they can't now because of the position that they're actually in.
Oh, they... So Slark smoked across, farm 3 camp, and TP out. That's it. Because he knows there's a ward there.
Yeah.
They want to relocate. It's going to go on the bottom. RTC has Yule Scepter to disengage. It's going to be an offensive Yule from Envy and then a defensive one. But the Ice Path's going to get prepped up. The Reaper Scythe, where is it? Oh, that's 3-man silence, but another Yule's.
Oh my god.
The Wisp is actually gone, by
He's
the
still
way.
dead, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
And that's 70 seconds without RTZ. He doesn't have buyback. You just go for high ground? Well, actually, I don't think they can.
I mean, you're pretty happy just killing people and farming the entire map as C9. They're getting so much. Timbersaw is an amazing hero when you're ahead as well, because he can just go into the Aghanims next and farm so quickly and be devastating in any fight. I don't think they need to get objective with every kill.
Well, casual haste DD.
Yeah. Ice Frog is smiling on them.
Ooh, I think he wants to set up some kills.
Yeah, he wants to go with the Wisp right now. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, he's got Blink, so he can chase. Reaper Scythe is not available. He can blink Yules if he wants. He's just on the left, and...
No vision.
I think that with the balls breaking.
This is the slowest Roshan I've ever seen.
But effective.
Unlike
but slow.
Unlike the last game, like even if EG knows about it right now, they can't do anything about this.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, EG are just being contained really well here. C9 holding on to a big advantage, not looking to let go, and it is going to be the Aghanims build over on Timbersaw. 12,000 team net worth difference.
So Waga, so far you've been absolutely correct with the predictions. 2 games to EG, and possibly, and this one looking very like it, a game to Cloud9. And then EG wins it. It's very anticlimactic, you know?
I mean, it's too early to say, but yeah, I'm not surprised to see C9 playing well in third game.
Yeah. With that said, though, I don't think C9 is completely out of the woods yet.
Oh no.
Pushing up the high ground against Song, against Exorcism.
I would almost say it's their game to lose, though, with the amount of control they have.
Jakiro, Aegis of Immortal.
Yeah, they don't need it on Envy.
They realize how important he is for the push.
Yeah, there's nothing that can burst him. And Jakiro, as you say, Drasko, is going to be the one to walk up all the time and hit. So very likely target. I think it's perfectly fine.
I don't know. I mean, in a way, with the Wisp or without the Wisp, Envy still doesn't have that much HP. Maybe EG could possibly, with one or two good base defenses, could turtle it out a bit. But I don't know. Bone 7 is just so farmed, and so is Envy.
Yeah, Bone 7 is a monster, and he's gonna get closer and closer to the Aghanims. When he has it, I think that's the goal time. C9, the only thing they need for high ground push is that Aghanims, I think.
Yeah. And I think this Timbersaw pick has really allowed, I mean, you talked about Jakiro being able to push, but I think the lanes, if Timber ends up against ET Naga, he wins that lane. Slark, fairly a little bit easier of a lane for EG, but still pretty impressive performance by Timber. I mean, he solo killed Fear, right, earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bone7 played like a beast the entire second phase. Also here on the LAN, he is definitely a very, very key player for C9.
Just protect your kidney, Bone7.
Yeah, just drink water, man.
And everything will follow through. Very, blink out here from RTZ. The stun! It's going to be there. RTZ dead for another 50 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah, another big pick there. They could go for some high ground damage with it as well. We'll see, but even then, I think they can just be content with keeping the entire map. Look at the difference in net worth on the heroes. Like, never mind the teams, just how far ahead they are right now. I definitely think this is C9's game to throw. Going Aghanims on Necrophos as well. That's going to be a very key item. If they get one pick off with that, that's the guaranteed push and base. Yep. Like, very good way to secure a Rax push.
Yeah. Well, Cloud9, they've come a long way today, coming in from the consolidation finals against VP, taking it a full 5 games. Maybe looking to take it 5 more here in the grand finals.
Props to them for playing so strong even after such a long time. I mean, they've been pretty much playing for at least 9 hours now. Not bad.
Not bad. Confirmed decent.
Yes. I mean, there were a lot of those, that 1.5 hour anti-mage game. A lot of it wasn't even played, and it was just brutal to kind of sit through.
Yeah.
So I guess C9 is just waiting for finishing an AC, getting the Aghanims up on both. Actually, both the Aghanims are up.
I think it's more waiting for a pickoff now.
Yeah, I agree.
They want anyone to walk out of position, and if they don't walk out of position, that's fine too, because we're farming the entire map. Like, C9 are in a very, very good spot right now. So it's completely up to EG. Do you want to play aggressive and try to find a way back into the game? Well, then you risk getting punished. And if anyone dies to Necro right now, he's not available.
Yeah. Is the Aegis timer even a factor?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, especially not on Jakiro, I think.
I think it's kind of unimportant. They might go with it anyway. Well, seems like they want to.
EG got to fight extremely well here too. If they come out even in a fight, that's all they're looking for, right? They just buy time, they buy room, they get a ton of gold and experience. So EG doesn't need to win the fight. They just need to come out even, which is already very difficult.
I don't see how they're going to come out even, though. I would be amazed if EG managed to take an even or even win a team fight here.
Here we go. The high ground is breached. MV providing the healing. They got a ton of mana regen. They got a ton of health regen. The creep wave spawns and the creep wave dies.
Yeah, and the chip damage is real. Stark, meanwhile, just running around and farming in enemy jungle. He wants to wait till the very last moment with committing and going in there. But the tower is ticking down, and when tower is gone, it's even harder to defend your high ground.
Yeah. I mean, I think you almost have to fight near your tower. Or you don't fight at all.
I think that tower, the prognosis is not looking good. But they are defending as well as they can. Illusions and Crypt Swarm, of course.
No.
All right, Universe, that was very risky.
Universe being manly.
I mean, he knows there's a song backup. We haven't seen that song being used a single time yet. You could make the argument that every time that, you know, you're defending, oh, okay, there's Aegis. Every time you could defend with 4, you are getting something extra on the map. But Sluggish just not getting anything enough. He's getting like a Centaur camp.
Yeah, it's very good high ground defense though by EG. I mean, they're not putting themselves at risk. They are clearing the creep camp. But even with holding base, they are being starved so hard just by the control that EG have. Slark is the one, you know, kind of redeeming factor, finding some farm. But it's not quick.
So what do you think that Slark's going to go into? Does it have to be a BKB here too?
I think so. Well, he could go for a Scotty, as most teams or most players will. But Scotty, when you're this far behind, is also not the most impressive. Oh, nice little Rune of Destiny though.
Okay. It's more the first 4K of that Scotty just doesn't give you much. Whereas the BKB give you a very important active. Fear wants to fight this. No, never mind.
Still very scared and respecting the enemy. Even going on Wisp would not be possible because of the Ghost Scepter. And he is being revealed by Ward.
The entire team is here. This could be a very important pick. We might need to see a defensive relocate, and that's exactly what Pieliedai will give him.
Yep. And that's already Death Ward being committed.
Meanwhile, it looks like on the back line. Oh.
The song, I think this is a song in GTFO.
Yeah. Zai is like, are we fighting? All right, we're not fighting.
Oh my god.
He almost got the Reaper off.
Yeah,
to cancel.
very close.
So with the song down, I think you just go mid now.
Oh, Slark killed the Jakiro. That's actually impressive. So he found one little pick off, and that could maybe delay the push.
That's 30-second, 40-second being bought. Although Cloud9 is like, you know what, we're going to push without Jakiro, which I'm not sure is advisable because they actually don't have any tower damage.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
Yeah.
So EG doing really well considering the low resources they have.
He might have to use the Bloodstone here.
Yeah, he will. That's another 30-second being purchased. I think C9 needs to stay focused and just group up and push. Don't need to do anything fancy.
Pieliedai being chased as well. He does have a haste, but can the pounce land? Duke.
Haste is being dispelled. He can't die here. He's going to tether to the creep. Nicely played by Pieliedai.
Yeah, also using Magic Stick, just barely living. Fear taking a lot of damage. He has cooldown. He's going to run on ulti.
Yep. And Bo7's back in. He's got the BOT.
Okay,
wow. Wow. Look at the chasing power. And with Fair dead for 50-second. And I think Envy's joining the team, right? Yeah, there you go.
He has buyback, but dear God, with how hard you struggle to get gold as a Slark in this game, if you get forced to buyback, you're going to be so sad.
I don't think he needs to, considering how slow that C9 is sieging.
We will see. Tower's going to die, man. So we'll see.
Yeah,
There's
one
like
more Liquid Fire after this glyph and it's done. Like, there's no way.
Oh, ET is fairly fearsome.
Naga is doing a lot on the V push as well here. So probably not going to have to buy back at least. 15 seconds still.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh, initiation trying to come through.
Oh, he does buy back.
Oh, no split. Fata might be dropping here before he's able to get the split off.
The relocate! He goes on the back line here. The cast is still bouncing. Jakiro in the air right now. It looks like disengage coming out from C9. They want to weigh out the exorcism. He wants to blink back in here. Reaper Assassin's gonna come through. Arteezy's dead. Fata still very tanky thanks to the relocate. Pieliedai has been the MVP this game here. Fair jumps away. And Fata, he's still very low. He might actually die here to Riptide. Wow, I'm surprised that the split never came off, but I don't think it mattered. Just a buyback from the Naga Siren. It looks like Universe is going to go down to the right click as well.
Necro
another buyback as well. TP out. Nice Yule Scepter coming out from Envy to help his ally.
Oh, yeah, they're trying. They're going to get out. Dude, that Necro Aghanims doing so much work. They had buyback on Arteezy, but guess what? PC deleted, man.
Yeah, no BKB. It's like, you get caught by that, you're a goner. I honestly think that Pieliedai actually saved that push so hard.
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't get that relocate when Fata was about to die, there would have been no way they could have continued that.
They could have maybe even lost the T1 mid.
It's a big play, but it's also so easy for him to do. He stays so far back that no one can possibly go on Pieliedai, right? And all he has to do is say, okay, you look like you need some help. Ambulance is coming.
Look, man, I'm just trying to give credit where credit is due.
Oh yeah. He definitely saved them. I'm just saying that C9 are in such a good spot that they can do this without any high risk.
That's true. And looks like we might see maybe double Shivas coming out from C9, maybe an AC and a Shivas.
Yeah.
Actually, probably double Shivas because Brewmaster is working towards that AC and almost got a top lane here. Brewmaster trying to get the split off and he might have to use it just to save himself. The cast is so strong, but again, the heal's gonna come out. Oh,
no Yule Scepter.
And everybody will make it home. That was a good attempt.
Yeah. It was good, and I think it's EG knowing they need like a big pickoff. They need a miracle at this stage. So nice attempt to try and go for something before C9 group up as 5. I don't see how they can win a 5-on-5 engagement straight up against EG. Oh, against C9. So right now, C9 taking it easy. They want to finish up some items, of course, very close to Assault Cuirass.
Yeah, in just a short amount of time, we're going to have double Shivas and AC, and suddenly C9's heroes just get way too tanky.
Yeah.
I mean, currently they're relying on the fact that Natural Spirit is, or Natural Order is removing all of them armor, right?
True. And double Shivas is not even bad, to be honest, because both of them deal damage, even though you can't slow someone twice.
And there's a mech picked up on Pylai Die as well.
Bone 7 going for solo kill, but the cask is real. Oh my god.
Just slow. Well, another ice path?
That's silence though.
Yeah. Oh, Reaper.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
So in the end, he saved him from dying, but then PC deleted.
Would have been better. Would have been better if he actually just died.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in a way it's like kind of cool to not have it up for a little while at least, so maybe you don't have to worry about it being used in RTZ. But it is only like what, a 70-second cooldown?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the death time of the Witch Doctor, so very nice timing.
Just delete him again.
Yeah. Wisp trying to hold hands with Envy, but he's denying it.
No mercy from Envy. No holding hands.
Get off me, 3D pig. Was that the... All right.
Yeah.
Man, that advantage over 25,000 gold. That's the... We're nearing the stage where few teams have thrown before.
Yes. Will Cloud9 be the first?
C9 has gone to where people have not before as well. So I would not. Yeah, they are definitely pioneers.
All right. Well, I would be amazed.
I would be amazed too, but for a different reason.
All right, Shiva's done here now on Envy. Fear still just farming the opponent's woods. That's just his job this game.
He's made his home here. He's almost gonna have his Scotty, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's working hard for it as well. He got long shifts here in the enemy jungle. But yeah, second ultimate orb is available for him. Aegis now on Necro. Dear God, the amount of items they have now as well. Even the Wisp is like luxury farmed. He has Mech and Ghost Scepter. Could not ask for more.
Well, we'll see if the spam of EG is enough to keep Cloud9 at bay. We saw when they went down middle lane the first few times, it was pretty difficult for them to actually get up high ground just because of the Spirit, having Zai using the Riptide, and then Cryptstorm as well. So if they can continually do that, it might delay at least for a little while.
Artesia has also migrated into enemy jungle a little bit. Got TP out again. Don't want to steal the fish farm.
He's actually very close to his BKB.
Oh no.
Courier? Okay,
Oh.
send it back.
Yeah. Don't go there, Courier.
They'll back off again.
I feel so bad for PPD in this game more than anyone else, because he actually, he's done 2 attempts with a level 1 Death Ward. That did not work out, but that's all he's done in this game, it feels like. What do you do when you're behind as a Witch Doctor here? You just sit in base. Hope that team does well.
Dagon coming out here from Universe. All right, a little bit burst damage. Actually, a lot of burst damage with Natural Order.
Yeah.
If you can't beat them because of their armor, go the magical route.
It is a very good build against the Wisp as well. Maybe you can delete the Wisp when he Ghost Scepters.
Yeah, sure.
Something like that.
You just zap him,
Yeah, but the pressure is definitely about to be applied now. C9 trying to go together, find the opening.
EG is doing a very good job pushing out at least 1 or 2 waves, so at least C9 can get global pressure everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would like to see RTZ be in a lane by himself, like where Fear is right now, just to get the level 3 Exorcism. Every single level into that ability makes it so much better than the previous one. Sure, going level 1 to 2 is the biggest, but honestly, you get more spirits going from 2 to 3 than you do from 1 to 2.
Yeah, it's a really big upgrade, and 35 or 33 minutes in, is pretty late to not have level 3 yet.
Yeah.
So his damage is still not impressive. Even the Wisp would probably just tether away and live.
Well, we are at Pipe, Mech, and a couple of Shivas and AC Vlads, so I think this is time for Cloud9 to at least take another crack at this high ground. They just walk up, and they're just kind of working on the Raxus.
I think EG understand they cannot win a fight on mid here. They're sitting back quite far, and I think they have to sack this Rax.
Well, look at the back. Slug is ready to jump.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna go.
Oh, the song to initiate. The relocate's gonna come up, but look at Pylai Die. He's actually gonna ghost. Is there gonna be a Dagon? That's a question. He's summed up. He's got the mech available. He tethers back in, but he's a ton of damage. The mech will fall through. Slark trying whatever he can to actually put out damage. It's not gonna be enough. The Bruce Split's gonna come out here, but the Exorcism is doing a ton of damage on the backline. Universe trying to run away from the entire enemy team. He's tether forward to the Fire Panda, but looks like he will disengage. Pretty good fight so far. They've only lost Zai.
Yeah,
And
but
right
they
now,
used everything as well, so Universe is gonna go
the
down
delete.
here.
Bang.
82 seconds, no buyback.
They really need Universe, and not having him for 80 is a really bad thing. Mid lane, look at Bone 7. Fear wanted to split push, but none of that.
Well, I mean, Arteezy's behind a tier 1 right now of Cloud9 as well while he's being chased.
Killing creeps wherever they can, but there are creeps on bottom lane, and that's enough for them to go in and delete the mid racks here. Pressuring so hard. And
Yep,
GG gets
called.
They understand that they can't do anything more than that.
Cloud9 maintains their run here at the finals. Taking away one game from EG and pretty convincing fashion. Really great draft, great lanes, and EG is not in control for once.
Yeah, definitely EG struggled throughout the entire early game.